Welcome to the Sleep Shelf. Tonight we are going on a long, slow, and gentle journey to a place where time softens and stillness is the only thing that remains. There is no need to do anything but listen, breathe, and let go. Settle into your bed as if it were a soft cloud. Feel the support beneath you, and allow your eyes to gently, peacefully close. Our story is called The Keeper of Keys. Imagine, if you can, a place that exists in the quiet sigh between day and night. A library, but not of books. It is the Slumber Athenaeum, a library of moments, of forgotten calm, and of gentle endings. And tonight, you are its only visitor. You find yourself before its doors, tall, made of dark, polished wood that feels warm, like sunlight held within. There is no latch, no keyhole. As you rest your palm upon the grain, they swing inward, silent as a thought. Inside, the air is still and cool, carrying the most comforting scents you can remember: old paper, dried lavender, polished oak, and a hint of vanilla. The light is soft, golden, and seems to come from the shelves themselves, which rise in graceful curves to a shadowy cathedral-like ceiling. The room is circular, a cozy cocoon of quiet. Look around. The shelves hold not books, but treasures of tranquility. Here, a row of smooth, sun-warmed stones from 1,000 peaceful shores. There, a collection of empty teacups, each holding the ghost of a quiet, satisfying sip. Further on, spectacles with lenses of clear crystal, through which one sees the world slightly softened at the edges. This is a library, where the day's gentle conclusions are carefully kept. At the center, at a wide desk of cherry wood, sits the keeper. She has a kind, timeless face, and her eyes hold the same gentle glow as the library. She is placing a small corked vial on a high shelf. Inside, a tiny light pulses with a slow, rhythmic glow, the captured sigh of contentment after a long, fulfilling task. She turns. Her smile is an invitation that asks for nothing. "Welcome, weary traveler," she says, her voice like pages turning in a cherished journal. "You are right on time. The Athenaeum is here to hold what is too heavy for you to carry into sleep. Is there something you'd like to shelf for the night?" Before you can answer, she gestures to a low table of polished marble. As you think of a lingering thought, a small anxiety, a replaying conversation, a shape forms upon the stone. Perhaps a wisp of gray smoke, a fragile leaf, or a feather of ash. It is the physical form of that mental weight. The keeper approaches, not walking, but gliding. "Ah, yes," she murmurs, her tone devoid of judgment, full of understanding. "We have a whole wing for these." With infinite care, she gathers the wispy form and carries it to an alcove marked temporary treasures. She places it on a shelf next to a clock with stilled hands, a glass marble with a frozen swirl, and a single faded ticket stub. "It will be perfectly preserved here," she assures you. "You may reclaim it in the morning light if you wish, but for now, let the library bear its weight." You feel a subtle lightening, a loosening in your chest. "Much better," she smiles. Now the real magic begins. This library is for borrowing, not just storing. Follow me. She leads you deeper into the circular room. The air shifts subtly. Here the shelves seem to vibrate with a quiet, soothing energy. "This," she says, pointing to a simple woven basket, holds the sound of summer rain on a thick canopy of leaves. Not a storm, but a nurturing, steady patter. You listen, and the sound seems to wrap around your mind, slowing the frantic pace of thought. On a lower shelf rests a bowl of dark, still water. "Gaze here," she invites. You look and see the reflection of a full, placid moon. This is the feeling of wide open, peaceful night sky above you, making all your worries feel small and distant. But your attention is drawn to a middle shelf, to a blanket. It is folded, seemingly ordinary, in shades of misty gray and the soft cream of old parchment. Yet, it seems to glow with a promise. You have an eye for the finest comforts, the keeper says warmly, that is woven from the very essence of enough. The feeling of being perfectly full after a simple meal, the warmth of a hearth that has chased the chill away. The security of being safely indoors while the wind tells its stories outside. She lifts the blanket. It unfolds, not with a heavy weight, but with a gentle billow, like a soft cloud descending. It settles over your shoulders, and the sensation is immediate and profound. It is not warmth or coolness, but perfect temperature. It is not pressure, but perfect support. It seems to whisper to your muscles, your bones, your nerves, you can let go now. All is held. This is yours to borrow, for as long as you need, she whispers, forever if you like. Embraced by this profound comfort, you become aware of other delights. A new scent arrives, the crisp, clean fragrance of linen dried in a meadow breeze. Ah, we are near the chamber of senses, the keeper says. Shall we drift? You do not walk. With the blanket around you, you seem to float, a peaceful ghost in this hall of calm. You pass an archway. Within, on shelves of pale sandstone, sit open boxes. One holds the visual memory of dawn light creeping across a wooden floorboard. Another contains the tactile memory of running your hand over moss, velvety and cool. You don't need to touch it. Your body remembers the sensation and relaxes further. A delicate sound, like distant wind chimes made of ice, draws your attention down another aisle. The corridor of forgotten lullabies, the keeper notes. Here the shelves are of silver birch, and upon them rest not objects but hovering, breath like melodies. One is the half-remembered tune a parent hummed in the next room. Another is the rhythmic creak of a rocking chair on a porch, syncopated with the chirp of crickets. These are the sounds that once ushered a million souls into sleep, now kept safe here, forever gentle. Listen as long as you like, she encouraged. They are all available for dream scoring. Your peaceful float continues, bringing you to a place where the walls themselves are luminous. The gallery of gentle endings, the keeper announces, her voice reverent. The walls are panels of mother of pearl, and upon them silent scenes unfold in a loop of perfect completion, a painter cleaning her brush, watching the last color swirl away in the water. A shopkeeper turning a sign from open to closed with a satisfied nod. A writer placing a period at the end of a sentence and leaning back in his chair. A child finally surrendering to sleep, her grip loosening on a stuffed toy. Each scene is a testament it is done. The work is complete, the day has been lived. As you watch, you feel your own day, its tasks, its interactions, its efforts, soften, conclude, and take its place in this gallery. A deep, satisfying sigh leaves you, emptying your lungs of their final held breath. You see, the keeper murmurs. Your day, too, belongs here. Its story is written. Now it is time for the space between the stories. Now, she says, guiding your floating awareness, let me show you to your reading nook. You come to a recess, a bay window carved between two towering bookshelves of obsidian. The window looks out onto a night garden, where flowers glow with their own soft bioluminescent light. The seat is a mountain of cushions, pillows, and bolsters in shades of midnight blue, deep plum, and charcoal. You sink into it. The cushions accept your every curve. The blanket of enough adjusts, tucking you in. You have never been so physically comfortable. The keeper reaches to a shelf above you and selects a large spiral seashell, opalescent in the low light. She places it near you. From it, not a roar, but a deep, steady, resonant heartbeat emerges. Thudump, thudump, thudump. The original lullaby, she says. The rhythm that first told you you were not alone. Let your own heart find this pace, and it does. Your breath slows, deepening, sinking with the ancient rhythm. In, thudump, out, thudump. With a soft whisper of silk, she draws a curtain across the window garden, plunging your nook into a profound velvety darkness. It is not empty darkness, but a full darkness, like being wrapped in the finest black velvet. The library is now closing for the night. Her voice comes from the darkness, softer now, blending with the heartbeat. We are descending to the deepest vault, the archive of pure stillness. As she speaks, the last remnants of the golden light begin to fade, not suddenly, but like a tide of shadow slowly rising, warming in its own way. The distant shelves, the corridors, the galleries, they all dissolve into a uniform, comforting gloom. You are in the very heart of quiet. Here the air changes. It becomes denser, more substantial, like floating in a warm, saltwater lagoon. This is where the library keeps its most precious collections. The silence between heartbeats, the pause between breaths, the calm that exists before a thought is born. The stillness here is not an absence, but a presence, a soft, palpable thing that cradles you. Your body now feels deeply, profoundly heavy, not the heaviness of weight, but the heaviness of complete safety. The feeling of being so securely anchored that every part of you can finally, fully relax. Your jaw unclenches, your shoulders drop, your fingers uncurl, your mind begins to quiet. Thoughts may arise like bubbles from the deep, but here in the archive they are not yours to follow. They are simply artifacts drifting to the surface. Observe them, a memory flash, a plan for tomorrow, a nonsense word. See them as little glass orbs rising from the depths. Watch them reach the surface and pop into silence, each one leaving the water calmer, stiller, clearer than before. There is no work left to do. The keeper's voice is now inside your own mind, a thought that feels like your own. The cataloging is done. The shelves are in order. The doors are sealed. The world outside is a soft, blurry painting. Here, there is only the heartbeat, the breath, the stillness, thudump, thudump. You are merging with the library itself. You are not a visitor on a cushion. You are the cushion, holding peace. You are the shelf, holding quiet. You are the blanket, holding comfort. You are the silence between the heartbeats in the shell. The keeper's final blessing is not spoken. It is woven into the fabric of the darkness itself, a knowing that settles into every cell of your being. You are not falling asleep. You are being gathered. You are being shelved in the section reserved for deeply cherished things. You are being returned to your rightful place in the quiet order of the night. All is well. All is complete. You are home.